Hey, replay viewers. Thank you for coming in. My name is Latasha Jackson. I am the owner and operator of So Fervent Embroidery. So we're just coming in doing our weekly Thursday embroidery check-in. And just wanted to give a few people time to come in. And replay viewers, as you are coming in, please remember to type in the comments hashtag replay. And if you type hashtag replay, I'll be sure to respond back to you. And thank you for coming in. Hey, thank you for coming in. Hey, Kingsbury Crafts. Hello. Thank you for coming in. Tonight, we're probably going to be pretty quick. Thank you for giving it a thumbs up. That really helps the channel. So while they're coming in, well, actually, let's just go and talk about what we're going to be doing tonight. For my buy machine, I have the 81 hoops. I'm not sure if you can see the white hoops up here. Those are magnetic hoops, and those are actually sold by where the same place I bought, wrong way. Same way I bought my multi-needle machine. This is the same place that they came from. And just to talk about them just a tad bit here. They're magnetic and they're sticking on everything. Okay, so again, these are sold by. They're real strong as well, but this is what they look like. They look a lot like, I think it's fast frames. If you use it without the magnet, the white part, this is the magnet. You see the magnets on the back there. And they're really strong. Ask me how I know. Count it lesson learned, right? So again, but it looks a lot like fast frames. So I've had people ask how to use them. Now, when I first got my machine, this is the first set of magnetic hoops that I use, and they were more affordable than the Mighty hoops at the time. So I just got them to try them out, and I used to love to do beanies with these before I got my my Mighty hoops. These are great for beanies. So let me set this to the side. Thank you for coming in. Is that the 81? Yes, it's the 81. So this is the setup. And this is a baby shirt, that button between the legs here. I'm going to personalize this tonight. And the reason why I'm using this, number one, when I tried to use my Mighty hoops, the design was too big to go inside of the Mighty hoop frame. And then I remembered that I have these, so I'm going to go ahead and use this. And I want to say this is like a 5x7. That's roughly what size it is. And so the 5x7, it makes me think about the Brother machine, the Brother PE 800, the 770, 800. I think there's PE 900 now. That's the newer version of it. But it's like the same size of the hoop that comes on the flatbed machine. So awesome. Okay, so you have these two. Kingsbury Craft, do you like to use these? Do you have the magnet to yours? You have the magnet 81, or just the ones without the magnet? I just drew a blank that fast. The fast frames. Which one do you have? So we're going to go ahead and get started. Thank y'all for giving it a thumbs up too. So I've already hooped my shirt. And this right here, y'all, this is not something that's required. I have trust issues, okay? Look, when I say that, I have trust issues. Sometimes when it comes to embroidery. And actually, what I mean by that, honestly, it's a user situation. I need to clean my machine. So because I know that my machine is not the cleanest, if you don't wipe it down every time, and I just making sure that because I'm stitching on a white shirt, I just want to make sure that it doesn't get any that oil or anything on it. So I'm not sure if you can see that, but I just take a piece of stabilizer and stick it straight through the shirt. So when the hoop goes on, your arm will be here, your machine arm, and then this is underneath it. So that way it doesn't get oil on the back side of the shirt. So that's the reason why I do that. So I'll just tell y'all a little bit what I have going on here. And like with the multi-needle machine, it doesn't have a grid like the grid that comes with the single needle machines. So I just kind of eyeball it. Well, I would crease the shirt and then find my middle part. And I like to use straight pins to mark my placement. And this one right here, this is not centered from top to bottom. This is actually just centered left to right. The camera is confusing. So trying to make sure I'm going the right way. And then, so this is just where I would line my machine up in the middle, left to right. And then this one here, this is where I put this pin because this is the highest that I want my design to go. I mean, it can go a little higher, but it's fine. And also I bring the collar of my shirt down further because if you hoop it and it's underneath that, then you're not going to be able to get high enough on the shirt if this is underneath this here, because you don't want to tap your machine. Jeez Louise. So I'm going to just go ahead and move to the machine. This is just going to be it's going to be a large letter. Well, not a large letter. It's going to be a letter with the name underneath. And inside of the letter is going to have, it's going to be some machine applique, but it's just one step. So I'm going to go ahead and move and put this on the machine. Not sure if y'all will be able to see over there or not. Excuse the background, y'all, because y'all probably seeing a little more than you normally see. So, and also on the machine, if you have the buy machine, I don't always program my hoops in. Usually I will go and I will choose a hoop that is big enough for the design, meaning the size hoop that I choose on the machine, I make sure that it's one that it can fit inside of, just to be sure that it doesn't hit my hoop. So I'm going to go ahead and put this on. And this screws in up here. This is how you attach it. So I'm going to go ahead and slide it on, making sure I clear the arm. And also making sure that the stabilizer that I have in the back of the shirt is underneath the arm, so it doesn't get my shirt dirty. Okay. You're going to make sure that when you put it on there, that it gets up under that notch on there. Wait a minute, did that move? Let me check this here because I need to make sure my arm is tightened enough. Yeah, oh my, that just moved. So one moment, y'all. Little maintenance break here. So I'm just going to use my a tool here to tighten up the arm. And I noticed it as I was sliding those brackets in that it started to move. I guess I didn't tighten it up enough when I put it on earlier. Because I do move my arms quite a bit because I use my large green hoop that comes with the machine a good bit. And because I do bibs and burp cloths, a lot of times I use my green hoop for that, the one that comes with the buy machine. So I just swapped them out. So it's a user error. I just didn't tighten it up enough. but we're gonna fix it. And just remember, you want to tighten it, but you don't want to over tighten it because you don't want to strip it out. Ask me how I know. Okay, so I'm going to try this again. I'm going to go ahead and go on the machine. Okay, that's good. I always look up under to make sure that it catch the notch on both places. Make sure that's tight, hand tight, not over tighten it. So I wish I can get y'all closer, but I cannot zoom this in. So right now what I'm just doing, and also before I put my hoop on, I always do like go around before I load my hoop on. So I've done it already. I'll just go around it just to make sure that I'm inside of my hoop. Also making sure that my arm is clear. Making sure the stabilizer is up underneath there. And again, I put stabilizer on the inside of this so I don't get my shirt dirty with oil. So it's pretty centered here. And then I just check my placement to make sure it's not going up too high. Try that one more time. Okay, bring it down just a tad bit. Okay, that's about right. And I also want to make sure that it's not going to hit the inside of this frame either. It seems to be okay. And one more time. Okay, so I think we're ready to hit the start button. First, I'll make sure I remove my pins, the ones that I use to mark my placement. And I hope you guys can hear me okay. Let me know if y'all can hear me okay. So I'm going to go ahead and get started. I heard it when it heard that noise. I knew something had happened. So it's no problem. I'm going to go ahead and sit down here. My thread just broke, so I'm just going to go ahead and rethread it. Where did it go? Trying to find the end of it here. Is the end of it. Oh, no, I don't want to do everything. Let's hope that I can get this back. Because that's one thing I have not done. I have not threaded my machine from the beginning. I always usually pull it through. Use that method to do it. But if nothing else, you just look at your other one next to it and just do what the thread is on the other side is doing. Go down here. Okay. So I'm just going to do what the other one is doing. I'm just guessing at this. We're going to figure it out. Uh-oh, this stove right on the floor. So I'm going to stop this just because I know that noise get on y'all nerves. And, it doesn't bother me, but I'm just stopping it just so I won't be making a noise while I'm fixing this. I need some younger eyes. Okay. There we go. So don't fret. So what I'm doing, again, I'm just looking at what my other thread is doing, the needle next to it, and I'm just going from there, looking at that one. Okay. Okay, let me cut that again. Thank y'all for coming in. After I get this, after I get the machine going, I'll be over there to read the comments. Okay. Trying to get this behind that. There it is. And then go down inside the purser foot here. You know, in there. Okay. So that's that. Gotta thread it back up. Put a little bit more of that off of there. And then before I start the machine back up, I'm going to take a look here. Turn this back on so I can press the scissors on here to cut the thread. But sometimes it doesn't do a clear cut when it stops in the middle like that. Okay. So I'm just going to kind of glance up under here to see if there's anything off under here. Just trying to troubleshoot to be sure before I start again. Okay, so I'm not sure. I'm going to just cut these loose threads under here. All right. So over here, and I'm going to go ahead and look at my bobbin case while I'm here. I'm going to see a piece of thread in here. And I'm just using tweezers to get that piece of thread out of there. Okay, so that's not supposed to be there. Okay, now. Okay, it released it. Okay, and I did it again. Okay, so looks like we're good to go. Go ahead and load my bobbin back in. Okay. And because it stopped in the middle of stitching, I'm just gonna back my machine up, and that's gonna make that beeping stop too. So I'm gonna back up. Actually, only about 40 stitches went. So that's all that. I'm not sure if you all can see that. Okay, I can't give y'all a picture. They're just 40 stitches. I'm just going to back it all the way up back to 40. Just start it over since we were just starting. Okay, so back on the roll. Let's get her back on the machine here. Okay, making sure those notches. Make sure my arm is clear. And the stabilizer that I have in there is in the right place. So I'm going to go ahead and start again. I'm going to slow it down too. One effect is probably just not like on 900. Slow it down some. So I'm stepping away to get my fabric because it's about to stop. I had one applique piece on here. Okay. I'm wasting fabric here, but my adhesive on the back here didn't quite mold the way I wanted, so I'm end up wasting some fabric here, but it's all good. Okay, so I'm gonna go ahead and start it again. And my hand is not in the way. I'm just kind of holding the fabric there with a ruler. Just have a metal ruler here. All right, so that one piece of applique is ready. So, if y'all don't mind, I'm gonna read the comments. Y'all hang out now. Don't leave me. So I'm gonna go ahead and cut around this. So this is what it looks like. And when I was saying that my adhesive didn't really stick, see, I was kind of wrong way, bubbling down there. Wrong way. I'm not sure if you guys can see that, how it's bubbling at the bottom on the other side from my hand, right over here. So that's why I end up using the middle of the fabric, because it looks smoother there. So it's an L. So now I don't know if I can get y'all where y'all can see what I'm doing. Can y'all see that? Is that view okay? Let me know. Can y'all see? I'm just stepping away to get my applique scissors. Okay, I got it. Okay, can y'all see? Okay, thank you, Andrea Craig. Thank you from answering. So I'm just gonna go ahead and cut around. And I like to use duckbill scissors. I have these scissors as well. I just I've had these longer though. These are my favorite, duckbill. If you're doing applique, get you some good applique scissors. They cost more than a regular pair of all-purpose scissors, but they'll save you a big headache. Sorry, shaking y'all. They'll save y'all a big headache. They're able to get closer. So anyway, so let me stop talking. Let me go ahead and get to cutting here. And I'm cutting from the other way. Y'all can't see because with my left hand, I'm unable to really turn it around for y'all to see. And then scissors are kind of getting stuck on here as well, on the magnet part of the hoop there. And when you're doing applique it's a lot of fun. I love seeing how just switching up the fabric and give a totally different look, totally different product. But when you're cutting around, take your time. Don't be in a rush. Just take your time. You make a mistake, it's okay. Keep pushing. Just got to work at the process. Get that out there. Okay. I enjoy doing applique. I love just watching the process of it. Excuse me, y'all. And nope, I do not get in a rush. And I hope I'm not boring you guys. Soon as I get this back on the machine and the stitching starts back up, I'll be sure to catch up with the comments. So y'all be patient with me. Just trying to really get this on the back on the machine. And while I'm doing this, what type of machines do you all have? Because I have a single needle. I have Brother single needle machines. I have P800, two of those, and I have a 770. Because sometimes I do projects on that too. I still use my single needle. I actually use it tonight. I did a bunny to go with this baby bundle that I'm working on. So what kind of machines do you all have? And also, I don't know if I've asked you all what type of projects you like to do, because that will help me, decide on what to bring to you all. Because just want to make sure you're getting some value over here. And if y'all haven't subscribed, I always ask you all to give a thumbs up if this is helping you, but also subscribe. That way you won't miss when I go live, because right now I'm still trying to figure things out. Like tonight, I know I was late, but I was trying to get to a stopping point because I was trying to get this baby bundle done by tomorrow, actually. And then I have to work in the morning. So tonight was the night I had to get it done. So just be sure to subscribe and turn your bell notifications on, because last night I almost came out here and went live because I was out here in the shop. And I said, oh no, I'm not going to do that because they expected me to be here on Thursdays. So if you're getting value over here, please subscribe and turn on your bell notifications. So when I do decide to go do a pop-up, a quick pop-up live or something, you won't miss it. And I'm still running my mouth, but I'm still trying to cut. So yeah, and I don't get in a rush. On a little curviness, I'll just take my time. And I will say, if you don't snip, if you just go and cut, that usually makes it be a smoother cut. You don't have all those jagged edges like I have here. I'm not sure if you all can see, but see, like here. So I'm just going to go back around it and clean it up some more. And that's a little short. So use my tweezers here to kind of hold it up, lift it up for me so I can get up underneath it. And this design that I'm doing is by Designs by Juju. So far, the designs that I've gotten off of there for applique, if you're trying to learn applique anyway, they are real good at making sure they are, from what I've seen so far, that the designs are good for beginners, because they give a nice thick satin stitch or finishing stitch. That way it kind of kind of cover up your cutting if it's not, perfect, which none of us really get it perfect, So, almost done. Now I got to get that middle part of it. Let's see, I feel like I can get a little bit more off this side here. I'm just kind of using my tweezers to kind of lift it up there. Make it stuck on here. Let me see if I can grab it better with these here instead. Okay. So we're gonna see. And this part here, Now for some reason, this design, it doesn't give, see like it stitched here for you to cut that part out. It doesn't do it down here, but it filled the stitching kind of fills it in. You do see some of the green peeking through. So this part here, I'm going to show you a little tip on how I usually get that out of there. I use this straight pins, a straight pin, and I just kind of hold it up just a little bit. I don't know if you can really see how much I'm lifting it. Just a little bit for me to get my scissors. So I just pick it up just a tiny bit, and then I'll take my scissors and make a little hole there to kind of start it. But you want to be careful that when you're doing it, you're not picking up the shirt and possibly end up cutting the shirt. You have to just take some time to practice it, because I still get a little nervous. I'm like, oh goodness, I hope I don't cut the shirt. See, I'm nervous backing up over here. Let's see here. Not sure if you guys can see that. Just kind of lift it up a little bit there and kind of snip it. Trying to look. Okay, there it is. It has a little hole there. There it is. So I just kind of snip it so I can get my scissors in there. So I just cut a little tiny hole. That way I can get the tip of my scissors in there without digging too far and cutting into my shirt. Thank you all for coming in and being patient with me over here. So I'm going to go ahead and cut the middle of this, get it back on the machine, and then I'll catch up with the comments. So and again, don't be in a rush. Just take your time. Alrighty. All right, so I have a lint roller. Let me grab that. Just like to roll it with a, sorry for shaking y'all too. Y'all just realized when I sat down that my computer with it leaning down like that. Okay, so I use a lint roller just to get those little bitty pieces, little pieces of fabric off the little fibers off of there. Okay. All right, so that is done. Now I'm going to go ahead and take it back to the machine. I'm going to go ahead and put it back on. Okay. And make sure that little notch is in there, right? Making sure my arm is clear. And we're gonna go ahead and get started. Just gonna watch it lay those first underlay stitches just to be sure that I cut around it enough to make sure that I'm not gonna have anything sticking out. Okay, so looks like we're good to go. All right, so Thank y'all for being so patient. Now I'm gonna go ahead and catch up with the comments. Thank y'all for waiting so patiently. So I need to shake in here. And can y'all hear me okay with the machine going? All right, let's see here. Okay. Hey, Miss Pretty Eyes Covington, thank you for coming in. I'm gonna turn this down some, like slow it down. I feel like it's jumping too much for me. So I put it on like about 700, and it's about, the design was only about 6,000 stitches, so it shouldn't take long. Okay, so Gail, okay, that's your name is Kingsbury Crafts. Okay, and it's, thank you. I'm glad I'm reading that because I'm reading the channel names is kind of hard, you know. But thank you for saying that, Miss Gail, saying who you are. All right. So, okay, Andrew Presley, thank you. I made the mistake of letting the thread run out. I had to rethread from the beginning. Oh my goodness, right. And I'm gonna let you in on a secret. I have a few of mine that they are not threaded. I was in the middle of a project, so I said, oh well, I'm just gonna program another color and keep it moving. And you know, you don't address things when it happens. A lot of times what happens with that, it don't get done. So that is something that I really need to do is go back and rethread the ones that are unthreaded. So I can't even fuss at you about that one because I'm guilty. So hey, Veronica Carroll, thank you for coming in. Okay, so I used mine. It did not seem to work right. I like it like jumped. I wonder if I had it backwards. I took it off and just went to the magnetic hoops. Yes, the magnetic hoops. The reason why I'm not using the magnetic hoops, the mighty hoops, the blue ones tonight, because it wouldn't fit inside of that. I have a 5x5, and the magnetic hoop that I'm using tonight is like a 5x7, so it wouldn't fit inside of the magnetic hoop. So, but yeah, you do have to make sure that when it's on there, the dip on the bracket with on the hoop, it needs to be going down. I do have a video on my channel showing how I did beanies, and I gave you a close up look on how to make sure that that the dip is going the right way. Because if it's not on there the right way and that dip is going the other way, it will bounce a lot. So I'll go back and link that video for Veronica Carroll. I'll go back and link that somewhere, or maybe put it back in the comments if I can figure out how to get back in there to do that. But I'll link that video for you. I'm just making myself a note here. Okay. All righty. So, and actually, while we're here, I'll go back to that if we have time, because that's not going to take long to stitch. Okay, so I can see. Okay, thank you, and I can see it. I see the bubbling, right? So that's the reason why when I moved that fabric, because I didn't want that bubbling to get underneath that. So at first, I know it looks like, oh, you're wasting all that fabric, right? But I'd rather do that instead of stitching over that and then have all those bubbles and mess the design up. Okay. The best scissors, right? I love the applique scissors. You know, I've seen where in some groups I see some people saying they're not going to pay the money for applique scissors. In my opinion, if you're using those all-purpose, just regular scissors versus the applique scissors, to me, I feel like you'll end up messing up your project. So why not go ahead and spend the money, and then because they last a long time as well. Um, so I think it was a great investment. And actually, I'm left-handed, so I love that I was able to find a pair of left-handed scissors. Hey, Crafty Puerto Rican, good evening to you too. Thank you for coming in. Okay, let's see here. It's not going to take long, y'all. It's almost done. It's halfway done. Okay, so I lost my spot here. Okay, so I was Veronica. I have a Viking Topaz 50, the By 15 needle, the Brother Busy machine. I have quite a few more. I sew a lot as well. So I have the Juki. Awesome, awesome. I love seeing that you got several little babies, several machines. That is awesome. Andrea, I enjoy applique as well. I love applique. I love watching my machine stitch as well. If I wasn't on here and reading these comments, I'll be sitting over there looking at it because I love seeing it. Okay, and I wonder about people who have multi-heads and do multiple items at one time. Don't they have thread breaks? I have a 12 needle and a baby lock. Okay, okay. So yes, thread breaks do happen. They do. But when they happen, don't fret. Take your time and just work through it, Because I remember when I first got my machine and the first thread break, just the thought of hearing that noise, I was about like, oh my gosh, what have I gotten myself into? I don't know what to do. But I took a deep breath and just looked at the needle over next to it and just make my thread do what the other one is doing. So just remember, just take your time and just rethread and keep it going. And if you don't get it on the first time, that's okay too. Just leave, shut down, regroup, and come back another day. But don't quit. Don't give up, though. Okay, Miss Veronica's talking to Angela. I barely have thread breaks depending on what I'm doing. Right. I don't have a lot of thread breaks either, but if I have a thread break, it's because of something else. Let me glance at the machine real quick, guys. Okay, it's looking good. It's almost done. But like I had a thread break once before, and I'm like, what is going on? This has been stitching fine through several of the products that I was doing. I looked up and the thread was just hanging up on the top of the machine because it got tangled and it pulled the spool up. So usually it's always something. Just take your time and look for whatever the problem is. I don't run high on my machine. Yeah, I don't really open mine up all the way and run it really, really fast. But, I was working on something and I had the supplies to create the products that I was working on. So I'm like, I'm just going to try it. I'm just going to open it up. And I think I was running like about 900. But I haven't ran it faster than that, though. Even though they say it's supposed to be able to do it. Okay, do you ever do blankets with a table? Miss Nancy, as an ad hoc, I have not used the table before. I was just speaking to my husband earlier because I like to do bibs and burp cloths. Excuse me. And I was saying that would probably be a good idea to use that table because I use the big green hoop that comes with our machine. And I'm just a little worried that it's going to wear on the arms of the machine. So the table would be a good idea. I said I need to learn how to do that as well. So the machine has stopped, y'all. Do I read more comments or do I take the project off? I want to go ahead and read through the comments. I want to be respectful for that because I appreciate y'all coming in and participating. And thank you all for the ones who have already given a thumbs up. That really helps the channel. And also, I was saying earlier that if you're not a subscriber, please consider subscribing. if this has been helpful for you, because I'm still trying to figure things out as far as the time. I usually try to come in on Thursdays, but last night I was out here working and I almost went on and went live. But I said, no, that's not right because they expect me to be here on Thursdays. So, but if you subscribe and turn on your notifications, you'll see that notification come through. So while we're still trying to figure out a good time to constantly show up, y'all be sure to subscribe and hit your bell notifications. Okay, so where did I leave off? Okay. Yes, yes, the 8-in-1. Yes, that's what I'm using tonight. The 8-in-1, the ones that you purchased from it's a magnetic 8-in-1. Yeah, I used to use them a lot, Miss Veronica, when I first got them, because it was the only thing I really had other than those green hoops. And them green hoops, honey, in the beginning was not my friend. I had to learn how to use them. And then when I did receive the magnetic hoops, I would kind of go between the two. Depends on what type of project I was doing. Okay, so you're gonna review that. Review what? Say that again, Miss Veronica. I think I caught part of it. I bought a buy and it has been a journey. Okay. Well, Kristen Smith, you said you bought a buy and it has been a journey. I hope it's been a good journey. But that you're in the right place. We have a good bit of beginner type videos over here. Take a look at those and I hope they are helpful. And if you run into any problems or any concerns, just type it under the video that it relates or pertains to, and I'll try my best to answer. But congratulations on getting you a new baby. So, but keep going. So I hope it's been a good journey. Okay, it's me from Facebook. Yeah, Miss Veronica, I know who you are. Kristen Smith, I learned a lot watching your videos. Awesome. That makes my heart smile hearing that, because when if y'all don't know it by now, well, you probably don't know because I'm always running my mouth when y'all come over here on this channel, but I'm an introvert. Embroidery is an outlet for me. So when I started this channel, I wanted to document my journey and show the things that I'm learning with hopes of it helping somebody else. So for you to say that you learn a lot from them, that makes my heart smile. It sounds like I'm doing something a little good over here. So thank you for that. And thank you for the feedback as well. I do blankets. Okay, so Andrew, you do blankets with your table. Awesome. I have not even set it up yet. I was excited when I first got it, but I just never used it because the projects that I do, until lately with the bibs and things like that. So the buy table is huge. I have not used it. Right. So you haven't used it yet either, Miss Veronica. We need to step it up. Try to make that something that we do. Yes, and it is huge. It is really big. The table. I usually have several to do before I go through all those changes. Yes, it's a lot, switching it up back and forth. Do you have any videos on making patches? I have not, and that's coming from Miss Nancy Edgar. I have not, and it must be something I need to start on because my husband, he was just saying, you need to be doing patches. You need to do patches, and I've done one or two before, but I just never really just did them to sell or anything like that. But that would be a good project to do. I'm gonna kind of jot that down. Yeah, let's see here. Thank you, Miss Veronica. That means a lot. Thank you. Miss Nancy, I have a terrible time with doing blankets and keeping them out of the way, but not brave enough to try the table. We got to work through that. What type of blankets are you doing? Because I do throws a good bit. And here later, usually I'll use maybe my 8x9 mighty hoop is what I normally do blankets with. And it really just depends on the size of the design as well. Sometimes I use my green hoops with it. It just depends on the project. Sometimes you just got to switch it up and use what you got, right? So, okay. So try the table. You'll be hooked. Okay, there we go, y'all. Y'all see that from my Andrea down there. She's saying to try the table. I believe you'll be hooked too because I think with the bibs and bird claws, I think that would really go good. Yeah, I do not like the green hoops. Oh my. There we go. So it's not just me don't like the green hoops, but sometimes you just got to roll with what you got, you know. I have not used them since I received the magnetic. I kind of forgot how to. That was my thought tonight, because since I received my mighty hoops, the green, the blue hoops back here, I haven't. This is the first time I use the magnetic 8-in-1 hoops in a long time. I haven't used them in a long time. At first, I'm like, okay, I hope I remember how to get these back on the machine and how to hoop my project. So yes, the green hoops, use them when I must. Right, right. My journey is going much better. Awesome, Kristen. It's great to hear that your journey is going good. The table is intimidating. Yeah, and don't think I have enough room. And Miss Veronica, I believe any of it can be intimidating when it's new. And that's with anything, any new project, any new technique that you're learning, any of it, all of it to me can be intimidating. That's another reason why I kind of started this job. I mean, this channel over here with hopes of helping take out the frustration and intimidation with people getting started with this type of machine. And also to help by the company has a lot of educational videos, but the manual I didn't understand, and some of the videos go really really fast, and then sometimes there's the language barrier. So I was thinking about that when I started this channel. How can I help other people as I learn? So that's why I started that, with hopes of helping, take the frustration out of things for people. Oh, there you go. Miss Veronica says she makes a lot of patches. That's awesome. What software do I use to create embroidery design? Right now, I'm just using Sew It Pro. At first, I said I wanted to go to maybe Embrilliance, but right now, Sew It Pro, because Sew It Pro, when I first started, it was the most affordable out there. So because it was new and it was the beginning for me, I said, okay, I'm gonna try Sew It Pro, because I wasn't ready to invest a whole lot of money. Embrilliance costs more. And the other embroidery software, a lot of other ones cost a lot more. So I just went with Sew It Pro, and that so far is what I've been using so far. Okay, and I save your videos. Awesome. And remember to share them out too, y'all, because try to get those out to other people. When you share those out, that help other people over there too. And thank you for that, Andrew. That melts my heart. Really knowing that they help you all, because honestly, sometimes I go back and look at those videos too, you know, because sometimes I need to remember some things if I haven't done it in a while. I'll just remember, okay, I record a video doing this or that, and I just go back and look at it myself too. So y'all not the only ones. I go back and watch them too. So I'm saying that personal blankets with names and requested phrases. Awesome. That's something that I don't do. I have not really like baby blankets. I think that would really go good with what I do with the bibs and burp cloths. And I do bunnies and the just for the baby bundle. So I have people asking me about blankets. I'm like, no, I don't really do blankets, because I was trying to get away from doing baby stuff. Yeah, I was trying to really go more toward the business gear, like left chest polos, well, left chest shirts. I was looking more to do maybe sweatshirts and just business gear for people, for small businesses. But they see these bibs and I post them. They love them, and then people just continue to order them. Okay, so I got a lot of help from by customer service. Awesome. I have heard good feedback about the customer service. That was one of the reasons why I chose to buy this machine. Because before I chose to buy this machine, I sat in the Facebook group over there for like a year and just watched and kind of laid low, because I was nervous about purchasing it, because I bought mine straight from from Alibaba. So I was like, okay, I don't really usually don't send that kind of money to people you don't personally know, right? So and then being another country, So yeah, I have heard people say that and watching in a group, the customer service is good so far. I refer to your So What Pro videos regularly. Awesome, awesome. I use Embroidery. Great, and thank you. VNT Music's awesome, awesome. And do you have a video on centering a design? That's a loaded question. Centering what kind of design? Because different because usually when I center things, I use a straight pen. I just line my machine up with needle number 1, after it goes around. And that's how I just kind of use it from there. Because one thing, I came from a brother single needle machine. With the brother machines, they have the and I'm sorry if I keep saying y'all, but they have a grid that makes it easier to help you center designs. But when I started using this, you don't have that grid. So I just use 2 straight pins and mark mine like a crosshair. And I just line the machine up there and just go from there. Okay. So Veronica, do you recommend Nancy and Doc? Veronica, do you recommend NVOs? There you go, Miss Veronica. There's a question for you. Priyas Covington, I've been using my machine more and more now. Nothing but just small projects. I'm loving it. Thank you for your videos. Awesome. And the buy support team. Awesome. That makes my heart smile. Pretty Eyes Covington. Keep on going. I wish we had somewhere where we can share these type of projects, because I'm hoping that this is helping to encourage you all. I usually come in on Thursday because the weekend is where I do most of my stitching. So Thursday nights is kind of helping me motivate and get geared up for the weekend. And I'm hoping that it's helping y'all too. So thank you, Ms. Pretty Eyes Covington, for giving me that, to let me know that, that you are moving along. It's great hearing that you're using your machine more. And congratulations on getting out there and using it. Yes, the patches, for patches, what software to use. Okay. I haven't really did many patches. The design that I use was like a pre-made design. Which bib is popular, personalized? I need to make my investment back. Yeah, well, I'll have the bib design that I use. I bought it off Etsy, and her store was closed for a little while. And I messaged her saying, "Hey, I've been doing these bibs, and I have people asking about the design." So she opened her store back up. I'll share that link. I'll go back and put that in the description box, and that is for Andrea Craig. I'll go back and I'll link that design is from Etsy. And I purchased it years ago, but it's still on there. She opened a shop up and it's still there. So I'll link the bib design. And I want to show y'all the bundle that this shirt is going to go with. And I'm going to read this last one here. I'm going to go ahead and take that off the machine. Sorry for y'all waiting so long, but thank you so much for hanging in there. For centering, I tend to print out my design and lining up. That's something I never have done, is really print it out. But I do see a lot of people that do it, and it works for them. So, all right, y'all. So I kind of caught up with the comments there. I'm gonna step away to go ahead and get the machine. Get the hoop off the machine. Just a moment here. All right, y'all. Thank y'all for hanging in there. I get so excited, y'all, when I do a project here. So let's see. I'm gonna go ahead and just take it off the machine here. Looks good. It's very, very simple design. Cool. Let me see if I can get this off. I was not excited about using this because it's hurt your hands trying to get it apart. So, and while I'm taking this off, I just want to share a tip with y'all. When I do the baby shirts, I use the stabilizer that I use like a no-show mesh because it tends to be softer. And I also use a piece of tearaway on the back of the shirt too for a little bit more stabilization. But just trying to get this off of here. And I use tape when I'm fixing my stabilizer on here. All right, y'all. And set this to the side. All right. Alrighty here. Just pulling the tear away off of there. And I'll cut the no-show mesh later off camera. Alrighty here. And let y'all just take a look at my the tension. Can you guys see that? That's what the tension looks like on the back. And this is a very simple design, very, very simple. Okay. And this is it, y'all. So it's very, very simple. And usually, so she wanted green apple for the color of her baby bundle and yellow. So with normally when I'm doing applique, normally whatever fabric I use, normally I match the thread. But since she wanted those colors like that, I'm like, let's try it and see how it comes out. So this is the shirt. I think it came out cute. The colors are really coming together really nicely. So let me show y'all the bundle that I've been working on these last few days. So I love embroidery because you can really just take and put those colors together. Let's see, let me take this off the hoop. I did this earlier tonight. One moment, y'all. Thank y'all for hanging in there. And let me read a few more of the comments here. Okay, that was for Nancy. Oh, okay. Thank you for clarification. That's how I keep a book of everything I embroider for reference. Awesome. That's great to do as well. I always say if you never take a picture of it, it's like it never happened, or if you don't document it, never happened. So it's a good idea to take pictures of everything that you do. And that way you can also look back and see your progress as well. So this is for Miss Veronica. That's for Miss Nancy. What material do you use to stabilize the embroidery? So stabilizer, it depends on the type of project that I'm working on to stabilize my projects. It just depends on, because my go-to is usually cutaway. I use tearaway for some things, but I use mostly cutaway for most of my projects. Okay, that's for Miss Nancy. There is also a good adhesive from Twill. Yes, that is true. Okay, so let's get back to this because I'm not going to hold y'all much longer. I just want to show y'all the bundle and how it was coming together. Because at first when she was like, candy apple, I'm like, man, how am I going to do this? And then when I showed her the bunnies that I have as far as the colors, I thought she was going to pick like a pink or a blue or something to go with this baby sex. She was like, oh, I want the yellow ones. Like, oh, okay, so no problem. And just kind of create what she's looking for and go from there. So let me put this to the side. Okay, so now this is the bunny that she chose. And this is how I was pulling the colors together. She has, she wanted the baby's name in one ear. And I actually did this on my PE 800. And this is the baby's birthday. And I usually adjust my tension on my PE 800. Now there's still stabilizer on the back of here. And I forgot to adjust it, but it stitched out okay. Hope y'all can see that on the front. So I'm just going to go ahead and go with it. I normally would have adjusted it. This is the back, and you should be able to see your bobbin thread for tension, right? So it stitched fine. It doesn't seem loose or anything. So I'm just going to go with it. And again, that was user error. That was my fault because I I normally adjust it whenever I do a project, but I forgot to do it this time. So, so that's the bunny. And then, so I just put the same design on everything. I have to do the snaps on this. It's a quilted bib. See the quilting in there? I used the green to quilt it. Same design. So that's the bib. And then this is the burp cloth. And this was all done in the hoop, guys, with the large green hoop. This was all done in the hoop. And these are not finished. I have to put the snaps on. Well, before I put the snaps on, I want to go and top stitch around it because I think top stitching it helps it lay better, like when it's washed. The same thing here. I need to top stitch this because it's open here. So I'll top stitch the whole thing. That'll close it up. And then when you wash it, and then this one is open too. But I'll go back and I'll top stitch that and put the snaps on it. I'll probably go with the yellow snap. But so that is it, guys. So again, this is the shirt, the bib, the burp cloth, and then to tie it in together, the bunny. So I love, because at first it said the yellow, I'm like, oh, I don't know what I'm going to do with that. But the beauty in embroidery is you use your threads and just use the same thing on all your projects and it'll tie in the end. So, and this was done all in a hoop, y'all. This was done in a hoop. So, but that is it, guys. Let me kind of look at the comments here. Uh-oh, sorry for shaking, y'all. So I wanted to finish this tonight, but I'm probably going to come out tomorrow and do it after I get off work. Thank you, Miss Veronica. Thank you. And GGT, hello everyone. Sorry I came in late. Been sitting here just watching, but that is adorable. Thank you, GGT. Thank you for coming in. Thank you for commenting. Thank you. That looks beautiful. Awesome. Thank you so much, Miss Nancy. Pathfinder Mom. Oh, I know someone having a baby when I can get a bunny. Oh, right. I know someone having a baby where I can get a bunny. Right. So I love putting this together and they love this. And blankets would go really nice with this if I did that, but I don't really sew. So just top stitching this. I take my time, so I'm a little worried. I didn't really want to step out and make blankets, just to tie it in. But that's why I haven't really did the blankets. Pretty eyes covered in pretty. Thank you so much, guys. Thank you so much. Remember to excellent. I will, Andrea Craig, I will put that link in there for the bib. I will put that in there for you. After I get off, I need to run to the store. I need to take my husband to the store. He's waiting on me to finish up. So give me until maybe tomorrow. If I don't do it tonight when I get back, because sometimes I'll just kind of get on my phone and try to answer questions. If I don't do it tonight, I'll do it tomorrow for you. So, but just check back in the description box and I'll put it there. For some reason, after the live is over, my comments go away. So I don't know what I'm doing. So I won't put it in the comments. I'll go back and I'll put it in the description box. Go back and look there, but I'll be sure to put the link there for you. And Crafty Puerto Rican, it looks beautiful. Love the colors. Thank you, Crafty Puerto Rican. I'm glad to hear that you love the colors, because when she said what it was, I'm like, oh, okay. I was like, okay, what to do? So, but I'm glad it came out. Well, I think it came out nice, and probably biased because I did it. But she'll be in tomorrow to get it. So hopefully, fingers crossed, prayers going up that she likes it. Because at first we were kind of going back and forth trying to figure the details. And I told her, I said, hey, if you will please just give me creative control, I promise you I'll bring the colors together for you. So she has no idea what the design looks like, but she does know that the colors will be tied in. And I hope I did that because she wanted the green and the yellow. So we'll see tomorrow. We'll see tomorrow. So, And no problem. Thank you. Okay. And I'll be back. Be sure to get back with you about that. Oh, y'all, another thing I wanted to ask you guys about, because it's the holiday, it's Thanksgiving next week. So I'm not sure if I'll end up coming in next week on Thursday. We might take it off, but just remember to subscribe if you haven't already done so, and turn your bell notifications just in case if I just do a pop in. But Thursday would be nice if everybody just kind of hang out with your family if that's something that you do celebrate. So I'm not sure. I'm kind of on the fence about coming in tomorrow. I don't really want to miss a week because this really helps me. So, and Pathfinder Mom, where's the best place? And it's hidden behind that. I'm assuming you're saying to get or buy plush animals. Let you in on a secret. Easter time is when I buy these bunnies from Walmart. So I said I was going to look into, it would be nice if I can find them wholesale somewhere. And that's an option for you guys too, if you have a business license. That way you can get them wholesale. But honestly, I was trying to stop doing baby stuff, but they keep bringing me back. So, but again, I purchased these from Walmart each year for Easter. I would pick some up, and I just throw them away because they're nice to sell for Easter, an Easter gift. But they also, like I'm using, they tie in perfectly for a baby bundle. It ties in really nicely for that. So guys, my husband is waiting on me to get off of here, and I got mine from Walmart as well. They're very nice. Yes, they are. And when you add that personalization, it really makes it look really cute. And I was thinking earlier, it's like we're not only just personalizing it, it's just not just a little toy or whatever. It's actually a keepsake. I still have my baby is 18 years old. Yes, I did say baby. She's away at college right now, but I still have clothing of hers, that I wanted to maybe go back and embroider on now that I know how to embroider. So these what we do, guys. We are creating keepsakes. Remember that when you're stitching. Remember whatever craft that you do. Remember that, you're creating pieces for people to have later, to be able to come back and say, oh, this is something that Granny gave me for Easter or something, So think about that when y'all are creating things, So I think that is it, guys. Thank y'all so much for coming in. But I'm going to go ahead and end the live. And again, anybody in here, as you're watching videos over here, if you have any questions pertaining to the videos, remember to just comment on them. And if it's a question that I know the answer to, I'll try my best to answer all the comments, because right now we have a small community over here, and I try my best to get to all of the comments that I can. Sometimes I end up hitting them and they open up, and then when I come back, I forget about those sometimes. So forgive me if I end up missing anything. And if it's anything that we go over in a lot, just put it down in the comments. I'll try my best to answer. And we do have some seasoned embroiderers over here as well. If y'all know the answer, that's fine to answer as well. So, because we all over here to help each other, right? So that is it for tonight, guys. I appreciate y'all really showing up. That really, it makes my heart smile. It really does, because it just really helps me. So I'm not going to keep on talking, y'all, because I make the see you laters really, really long, right? So y'all have a good one. Awesome. We will see you next time too. Kingsbury Craft. See you next time too. So y'all have a great weekend, and see y'all. Well, the correction. I'm not sure if I'm gonna come in next week with Thanksgiving falling on Thursday next week. So we'll see. Well, I'm probably say this. We're just going to go ahead and say I'm not going to show up Thursday. Y'all enjoy your families on Thursday for Thanksgiving. Do that. And that is like showing up over here. So y'all enjoy your families on Thursday for Thanksgiving. Y'all have a great and safe Thanksgiving. Make beautiful memories with your family. Take pictures so that way you have a way to document that day. So y'all have a great one. And I'm going to keep on talking, but I need to get out of here. Y'all have a great night and see y'all next time, okay? And thank you all so much, guys. I really appreciate y'all. Y'all have a great one. Good night, y'all.